Hello, Weekend Warriors, and welcome back to the channel.
I wonder if most people are like me. What I mean is, I wonder if most people go through life testing the waters in many different hobbies and interests, only to eventually lose interest and move on to something else. If I go back years in history, I can think of a myriad of interests that I have taken up, dipped my toe into the water, and then dove headfirst into a rabbit hole. During my high school days, I can think of efforts to be an all star skateboarder. I had boards and pads and helmets, and even built a half pipe in shop class. Then it was on to skiing, snow skiing. I had skis, boots, bindings, state of the art jackets, and pants. Taekwondo was a thing for a little while. When I finally got a bit established, I got into motorcycles. First into the Japanese bikes, and then into Harley Davidson crowd. I had two Harleys, along with the jackets, chaps, skull caps, and all the other accoutrements associated with the pastime. I had spurred an interest in videography, specifically videography of hunting. I had cameras, tripods, tree arms, boom mics, and everything in between. Heck, I even attended a videography school in Iowa to improve my skills. One common denominator with all of these escapades is that eventually a diminished desire or change in life caused me to move on from the interest and liquidate equipment associated with that particular pursuit. Recently, I unearthed one of those crazy pursuits. While I was at my father's house, I ran across an old pile of taxidermy equipment. Yup, that's correct. I dabbled in the world of mounting dead critters for a spell. There was a period that I was fortunate enough to harvest some nice whitetail bucks. I had one mounted and felt the price of $400 in the mid 1990s was ludicrous. The major piece of equipment included an auto tanner. This was a piece of equipment I really had to have. Most taxidermists send their hides out to be tanned. I figured if I could tan the hides myself, the turnaround time would be much better. The pressure tanner is a 22-gallon porcelain-lined tank that gets pressurized to 50 psi. A mixture of water and tanning crystals is forced by the pressure through the hides, breaking down any proteins that might make the hide rot. I could put up to 4 deer capes in this tanning machine and have them completely tanned in 4 hours. Now, as I look upon the device, it is reminiscent of an apocalyptic scene with the rust and corrosion caused by the caustic tanning solution and the failure of the owner to clean it properly after its last use, compounded by a decade plus in cold storage. This type of auto tanner is still available for sale, although it appears that the barrel is made of stainless steel and no longer porcelain coated. I can tell you that since the time I purchased my auto tanner, they have more than doubled in price. So I want to take a look at just how bad of shape my auto tanner is in, and then make an informed decision as whether or not it makes sense to sell the unit or hold on to it. The caveat of all of this is that my father and I have drawn bear tags for the first time ever in Wisconsin for 2024. We will be hunting in the north and stand a relatively good chance of success. If this happens, then I have to make a decision as to what I will do with the bear. Should I do a full body mount? Maybe a bear rug? I'm not sure. The fact of the matter is, though I love it, my wife is not a fan of the dead animal interior decorating theme. She's not opposed to it, and she's not a liberal anti hunter or anything of the sort. She's just more of a contemporary decoration home person. But what might be cool is a Fargo style hat and a pair of bearskin gloves. Look how cute she looks in just such a fashion statement. What is immediately evident is the corrosive nature of the tanning solution has left the air manifold oxidized, partially seized, and inoperative. I did spend some time seeing if I could salvage the manifold and its attachments, but it quickly became evident that it would require replacement. This little valve I'm futzing with, similar to a tire valve stem, is called, I believe, a Schrader valve. No matter what I did, I couldn't get it to seal. I was able to get a 2-pack of the air manifolds off of the Jungle website. Has anyone ever struggled with Teflon tape? I have. It's frustrating. Just remember the fundamental rule. Much like righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, face the threads, wrap clockwise 2 to 3 times, leave the first thread or two exposed. I will also use the Teflon tape container edge to push the tape into the threads. I have it down to a science at this point. This is an interesting physics dynamic of this machine. All I have to do is snug these nuts on the door, and then as I pressurize the tank, I hand tighten the nuts to ensure a good seal. It's evident that the air pressure moves the metal lid. Something I didn't mention earlier in the video is this motor works good. I had to oil a couple of points on it, but this tanner is ready to try bear hides. Thanks for watching, and remember, never pay someone else to fix something that you are capable of fixing yourself.